भाइयों के लिए, उनके हमारे फार्मासिस्ट के लिए एक रूपता लाने के लिए उनके लिए बिल लाया गया है। इसलिए मैं इस बिल का समर्थन करते हुए और सभी से अपेक्षा करूंगा कि इस बिल को वहां की जनता के हक में, वहां के फार्मासिस्ट के हक में पास किया जाए। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू। डॉक्टर संजीव कुमार।
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, for giving me this opportunity to speak on Pharmacy Amendment Bill 2023 on behalf of ISRCP party. My sincere thanks to our beloved leader, Janahurdaya Neta, Sri Y. Jagannath Reddy, for encouraging me at all levels. Sir, with your kind permission, I would like to speak in Telugu now and then. Sir, the bill proposes to amend the principal act called the Pharmacy Act 1948. As we know, the Principal Act was enacted to curb the unethical pharmacy practice, which was in vogue in 1948. The bill is a welcome step that aims to benefit the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and the administration of Union of Ladakh. This is one more step towards realizing the dream of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. So I congratulate the Government of India and Honorable Minister for taking all care for all parts of India equally and implementing the Reorganization Act of Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, I would like to highlight two important points of the bill, sir. The bill amends the Principal Act by introducing Section 32C, wherein thousands of pharmacists who registered with the erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir Paramedical Council will have opportunity to register with the Pharmacy Council of India again within 1 year of time period. Sir, similarly, the opportunity will be given to the students who were pursuing their courses at the time of introduction of the Reorganization Act in 2019. Sir, there is a cause of concern regarding biodiversity of Jammu and Kashmir, sir, in this regard. So, with the scheme launched called Jammu and Kashmir Industrial Development Scheme, dozens of companies have come to Jammu and Kashmir. Now they are trying to do over-harvesting in medicinal plants, wherein biodiversity of Jammu and Kashmir will be at risk. So I request the Honorable Minister, what is the blueprint of Government of India in this regard? Sir, since this is a very small bill, I would like to take the opportunity to stress on few points, few challenges faced by the pharma industry and pharmacists in particular. Sir, the number one challenge faced by the pharmacist industry, pharma industry in India is over-dependence on China for APIs, active pharmaceutical ingredients. Sir, it is very astonishing to note that nearly 60% of APIs were imported from China in 2022. So this needs to be, this dependency, import dependency needs to be addressed, and I request the Honorable Minister to state, to let the House know what is the blueprint on this regard from Government of India. Sir, the second challenge is the risk of e-pharmacy. It is a twofold risk, sir. One is lives of the patients in pharma and in e-pharmacy is at risk. So that has to be addressed by separate legislation by Government of India. And the number two risk of e-pharmacy is the privacy of patient data. That can be very astonishing if it goes into unscrupulous hands. Sir, one important point which we should think as a nation is people are calling India as pharmacy of the world. Sir, to me as a doctor, when I scrutinized all the data from the internet, I noted that we are supplying medicines to nearly 140 countries. So the medicines which we are supplying are very cheap. So for example, we are supplying 1 lakh tablets and getting just 10,000 rupees. This indicates that we are a labor-driven economy rather than a knowledge-driven economy. So in this situation, can we call ourselves as pharmacy of the world? Since we are supplying only cheap drugs, only labor-oriented drugs, we are not supplying quality drugs. We are concentrating more on the quantity rather than on the quality. Sir, since 7 decades, we concentrated on pharmaceuticals and we have neglected pharmacists and pharmacy practice in India. As we know, our doctor population ratio is 1:834 when we include all the systems of medicine like allopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, and other specialties. Whereas the WHO has recommended 1:1000. Nurses, we have nearly 1:670, whereas WHO norm is 1:300. Pharmacies, we have 1:1785, whereas WHO has recommended 1:2000. So despite having good number of doctors and good number of pharmacies, why are we in a very dismal situation with regards to health indices? So I'll just mention a few health indices worldwide which are considered to be very important for assessing the quality of health care in any country. For example, sir, Human Development Index India ranks 131 out of 189. World Happiness Index, India ranks 136 out of 146 countries. Health System Performance Index, India ranks 112 out of 191. Physical Quality of Life Index,